How much are you looking forward to next year with all the success you've had this year?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I think everybody in this locker room is excited. Everybody in this organization. I think the city of Toronto. Everybody's excited for the future, what this team could bring.
Well, obviously now you just know what it's going to be like next year, and I think you just train around that, knowing what you need to be better at. What you want to do, what you want to achieve in the summertime, and what you want to be like when you get back here.
This year, we obviously wanted to take a step forward, and that didn't happen. But like I said before, it's those learning experiences, the adversity that I think in the long run is going to help us.
We wanted to go further than what we did, but I think we learned a lot through the series, and I mean, we have this summer to get better and get stronger and faster.
It sucks. We believed in this team. We had a lot of confidence in this team. And the season ends early. It sucks. But it's got to stay with us. We got to be hungry for this next year and make sure we come back pissed off. It's the same. Last year we had confidence as well. We thought we could win. It's the same shitty feeling as last year.
We'll have to figure it out. We're a team that's going to have to go through it together, and I think it's going to take guys coming together, guys buying in like we did. I think we had guys that bought in for sure. It's not a question of character. It's a question of moving forward together, growing together, building, becoming a better team, and going through this thing together.
At some point, you're going to have to lick your wounds and look yourself in the mirror and find ways to improve, and how can we get better, and try to find a way to break through.
I think it just prepares you for the future. Obviously, we experienced things that we hadn't before, and some good, some bad. Very unusual if you look at the playoff format. And I think it's just experience that we can take with us. Obviously, it's not the end result that we were looking for, but I think that we all had an opportunity to learn a lot about ourselves during the break and be able to reflect. And it's just an experience that we're going to have to take with us and learn from. And hopefully in the future we can draw from it at some point.
Times in the season, we showed a lot of really good things, a lot of resilience from our group. Tonight, obviously, it's a game of inches out there, and like Mitchie said, we had some chances. Puck didn't go in the net.
Those players are just going to continue to get better, and the value that we'll get from those contracts will continue to be strong.
Is it possible that you and Brendan and the staff has misread the potential of this group?
No.
I want to say, I have complete faith in Kyle as a general manager, in Sheldon as a coach, and complete confidence in what we're going to do here in Toronto.
I don't know where this all started with the criticizing of Mitch Marner, but to me, it's among the most idiotic things that I see done here.
But I can tell you that there are no excuses being made.
I felt like in every game we had at least a couple grade A chances right in front of the net that just rolled off a stick. Shot it too early. Got to have more just patience with the puck. But, even tonight I thought we were around the net. We had opportunities. Just didn't go in again. And it seems like it's always the same stuff saying. So
Probably the mental side. I think it's just, realizing, when you got a team, in that position to obviously get the job done and close them out. So that's what great teams do. And obviously, we failed to execute in that department.
we all know how much talent we have and how much grit and will we play with, and we all want to win. And that's something that I think is so impressive about our team, is that, the guys really do want to win, and everyone wants to step up and take it upon themselves to be winners. And that's why it's so disappointing right now, is because we didn't meet our own expectations.
I have tremendous belief in both of them, and I think they've shown to everybody what they're capable of over time. And I know as we continue to go through these seasons and through these playoffs that the story will be different for them in the future in terms of the way people speak about them following the playoffs. And I have no doubt that as we progress through this journey with our group, that the way that they're viewed as playoff performers will be much different in the future.
That's the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions right there, and that's a team that's been through a lot as well. They've been through a lot of tough losses, heartbreak, and they've climbed their way to the top 2 years in a row now. So, we're right there, just right there.
You guys keep banging on the door. Do you figure with this group you'll get in eventually?
Of course.
we do have that confidence in us, but this one's going to sting for quite a bit. So, got to make sure everyone just, whenever they go home to the summertime, make sure that come back as a better team, strength-wise, faster, quicker. We're getting sick and tired of feeling like this, so we got to make sure we're ready for this upcoming season.
Deep down in this room that we all believe in each other, and it's obviously still a tough pill to swallow, but I don't think that belief ever wavered, and I think throughout the year, through the ups and downs that we went through as a team, slow start, shaky a little bit in the middle of the season, I think we just always found a way to push back, and even throughout the series. So I know that the belief in this room is still very high, regardless of the outcome.
The easy thing to do would be to make bold statements or bold changes, but it's continuing to maintain that belief at this time that's vitally important.
Kyle built a very good hockey team. I think he made excellent adjustments along the way. And I think Sheldon is an excellent coach, in spite of the fact of not being able to finish Tampa off in Game 6 and in Game 7. I saw a different team and a different approach. Our team was on its toes. I liked their starts. I liked their comebacks. I liked the fight that they showed and the embracing of those moments. They just didn't get the job done.
They know that we're close, but they also know that the closest part and the closing part is the hardest part.
There's 31 teams that I think go home not exactly pleased with the way things worked out. Obviously, everybody goes into it with high expectations, high hopes, and we're definitely one of those teams. And I thought, regardless of the result, I think you always learn and grow as people, as players, as teammates, and you get to experience lots of great things with each other.
It's a great hockey club, and a lot of good things this season, and put us in a good spot. Obviously, getting to the second round, but not where we wanted to end up. So, but a lot of positives. Special group.
We all got years left on our contracts. I mean, I don't know. It's not up to us, but we got a lot of belief in this group. We got a lot of belief in that core, and it sucks right now, but we got belief.
It's always frustrating, disappointing, and you always want more. And so when you're left, being here, sitting here talking when there's still other teams playing, it's obviously not a great feeling. So I think it's just continue to look inward, trying to be better as individuals and collectively as a team.
We know it's not an easy thing to do to win this Stanley Cup, and we know that, and everyone knows that. It's the hardest trophy to win for a reason. I mean, it's 7 games, and it's an all-out war out there every single game. So it's never going to get easier. It's always a challenging thing, and challenges build obviously adversity, and we've been through a lot of that, and it's only going to make us better.
Focus is not on what changes are going to be happening with the group. I know that we have an incredible group here, and I know that we have been battling years together, and I think taking great steps. Like I said before, this year was Game 7, OT. I was out for games. Maddie was out for games. Like, we battled to get back into the series, and I think that just shows, and I think that's a huge part to having a group, regardless of who's playing, that we're battling and we're able to get to that spot. Not happy with the result, with that said, but I think what we have in here is great.
And then I just thought we had too many passengers throughout the rest of the game and just weren't on the same page, and they get a couple goals and momentum like that, and then you're chasing the game, and it's hard to get it back when you're down 3 against a good team that plays sound defensively like them.
What emotions are you feeling right now?
Sadness, obviously, depression, I don't know all of it.
What was your takeaway from Game 7? What went wrong for the group?
Yeah, just a shitty game. That's about it.